You are listening to an original message from the reader currently known as Jason Ashanti McDaniel of Madam Jason's Tarot. Dear spirit guides of the highest benevolence, only those that are able to help out with the message, please help out. And then when you are done, you're not earthbound. You can go back to doing whatever source appoints you to do. Please deliver the most clear, concise, synchronistic, and accurate messages for the Libra members of the tribe. Whatever they need to know right now about their money, please bless those that bless me, curse those that curse me. To anyone sending me or the collective negative energy, may that energy be returned to sender 3 times fold immediately. Amen, Ashe, and thank you very much. So what does Libra need to know about their money right now? Okay, the home card wanted to come out. Oh boy, you got so many. Okay, I guess I'm just going to take it and roll with it. We have trust here at the bottom of the deck. I think some of you are actually going through financial hardship right now. We have stormy. We have knowledge. We have death, and there was just a fly right on top of my iPad too. But death energy, like Scorpio energy, like there used to be certain omens that I used to only think were negative, but I'm learning that, flies could represent transformation. This fly wants some of my cantaloupe. I'm just gonna put this in my bra because I don't want to put it on the dirty table. You also have, let me get this stuff off my cards. You also have veiled, new moon, courage, and gratitude. This looks like some spell work working that you didn't think was going to work out. So you got 7 cards today from this deck. And I feel like, first of all, Stormy coming out being the first card, I can feel that you've been going through a lot. And there's trials that you're going through that's requiring you to trust the universe right now. But whenever there's just a lot of cards that come out, or when they come out fast, it means that the energy is very strong. And I feel like on the other side of the iPad, you watching this, some of you might be crying, or you might have been, I don't want to use the word hysterical, but I feel like you've just been feeling very strong in your emotions. And I was going to say, when the home card wanted to come out, something about Cancer energy could be significant. But we are still in Cancer season. We're also in the Mercury retrograde in Cancer. So this time, even if you don't have Cancer placements, it's bringing out the emotional side of everyone, the nurturing or like the moody side of everyone. So I feel like that's what's happening to you right now. I'm just going to use this guidebook to cover my cup because I don't have any napkins, and I have like a pet peeve in general of things like falling into my straw or my cup. That's why, like, when I sit with people, they're like, are you a germaphobe or something? Because you always got your napkin over your cup. But yeah, I didn't really eat anything today, and I'm also trying to stay hydrated, so that's why I was drinking watermelon juice and eating a little bit of cantaloupe that I got from my grandma yesterday. So these physical features, they're not the only way that you can tell that this is your reading. Usually I like to get 7 to 8 of these guys, but these are going to be the most prevalent. Okay, this is going to be an interesting reading. I could tell. At the bottom of the deck, we have average physique, and average physique is in the eye of the beholder, but this is also my you're upset or someone's upset at you card. So let's see how that is going to show in the reading, and if it's a very big theme in this reading, I'm going to have to put that in the thumbnail. But I've been picking up on the same occupations for every zodiac sign, and as much as I'm kind of getting tired talking about cosmos, barbers, and estheticians, it might resonate with someone who has that occupation, because this is my esthetician card. Obviously it could also be Filipina or Filipino representation, or just literally what the card says, glowing skin. We have brown hair, and I always talk about how this looks like either synthetic braiding hair, the texture of it, or when you're a hairdresser, whether you're a barber, a cosmo, whatever, as you're cutting the hair, I don't know if that's a raven or what type of bird that is, but I'm seeing a lot of animal spirits right now. As you're cutting the hair falls to the floor and you have to sweep it up before it becomes a trip hazard. So I always get Barbara Cosmo energy with that. I think that this exact combination came out in some reading, but I don't remember what it was. But we have Asian, pointed nose. We also have dimples. This is also my player card, so I don't know if romance is gonna come out in this one. We have head wrap. I feel like someone who's watching this from Africa might be significant. So the thing about having psychic abilities is like I know that my following is going to be like in the 100,000s at some point, and every other channel that I've ever watched that has gotten to that point, there's people that watch them from all over the world, and I just feel like someone from Africa is going to be watching this and it's going to resonate with them. We have feminine here, but this is also my trans masculine card, or just anyone assigned female at birth, because this picture kind of gives me gender dysphoria because of how hard she's crossing her legs. It doesn't look very comfortable. And we also have coily hair here. So I feel like I'm hearing that someone has good hair, or they have nice hair, but they're always hiding it under a scarf or a hat for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it could just be that you like to wear stuff on top of your head. It could be cultural or religious as well. But I feel like whenever you do wear your hair down, or whenever you show it, it doesn't have to be long or anything or a certain texture. But I feel like when you do it, people are like, how come you don't do it more often? But I do feel like they like to take selfies mostly from the shoulders up, and they post it a lot on social media, particularly maybe Instagram. There are a lot of people who I pick up in all zodiac sign readings where I feel like they're trying to manifest making money, literally just existing and vlogging and just talking about stuff that they would be doing off camera. And I definitely feel like there's going to be a huge wave. There's already a huge wave of people who have hopped onto that bandwagon. But I think that people who are meant to do it and people who are passionate about doing it are going to get, blessed during this season. So some of you watching this, you might resonate with that. But I do feel like someone's going through a financial hardship. Let me see if I can find an eye, because, yeah, I feel like we need an eye. So I see the name Page in here. I see muse. So usually people use that word when they're poets or when they're painters. So it could be that you're an artist of some sort, but it's like you could have a hobby that is kind of like, you feel like it's going extinct right now. And I'm hearing that someone feels like what they do is gonna, this is just your feelings. They feel like it's obsolete because AI is kind of taking over in that area. I see virus too. That's getting my attention. But I also see Israel. So I don't know if this is very specific energy that I'm picking up on. With virus, this could be computer related. But also, virus and Israel is someone watching a lot of news and they're paranoid by what they're hearing in the news. Because it's a spiritual channel, I know a lot of people who are into conspiracy theories / prophecies, they might be seeing a lot of like biblical or other prophecies coming to pass right now. And I feel like a lot of people who are spiritual or esoteric or even religious are, you know how sometimes when you're religious or spiritual, you kind of feel paranoid, or there's like a dogma of, oh, we live in the end time, so I feel like nothing I do is going to be worth it. So I feel like someone has that fear, but it's a fear that they need to overcome, if that makes any sense. Okay, I also see angels in here, Uriel, Muriel, Suriel. So this is pretty serious, I think. With trust here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is something that you're very afraid of something right now. It could just be the way how the world is. And it might be getting you down. I see autism. Right now is a very scary or awkward time for marginalized people too. So if you resonate with that, I could definitely see that. Someone's last name could be Ruiz. I know sometimes it's spelled with an S or a Z. I also see Mexican / Mexico. That never fails to come out. And of course, Texas and ATL are in here again. I see BIPOC. Again, the name Quincy. I also see Ruby. Louis or Luis. Mary. I feel like there's a lot that could be in the tiles, but I'm just gonna move on. Someone's name could be Eve. I'm also hearing Everett, Eva or Eva. I'm also seeing tea. So some of you, you might want to, if you're not already into drinking a lot of tea, I feel like that's something that you can do to calm your nervous system. But also some of you might actually have sicknesses or bodily illnesses where like certain teas, like, and you can make a tea from anything. Certain teas like diabetic tea or blood pressure tea, detox tea, high priestess, or like spiritual awakening tea, aphrodisiac tea. You could literally make a tea out of any herb, any dried fruit. Like some of you, I don't know if you're already into tea like that or if you really need to start getting into tea, but I feel like someone has problems that could be solved by tea, and there might be other esoteric things in there as well, or other self-care things in the tiles. Someone's name could be Lydia. But I'm just feeling all kinds of stuff right now. And I did notice last month when I did the Fire Horse reading or something like that on TikTok, Aquarius and Libra were the main two signs that I got a huge boost on TikTok with my likes. So first of all, thank you guys for that, because even if you come by here and you don't subscribe or like or anything, what that does is the algorithms on all of my social media platforms, once they see that you're successful with a small group, they're going to keep showing it to larger groups. So thank you for doing that, because it's going to be shown to other people. And that being said, I do feel like certain zodiac signs, like the number of certain zodiac signs that watch my content, it could vary with each sign. And I do think now the Libras are one of the bigger groups that watch me. So I thank you guys for that. I'm going to reshuffle because I kind of got caught off guard when I was saying that. But this is supposed to be a money reading. So how is all these things that I'm picking up on going to come together? I also see OBGYN in the tiles. So that could be sacral chakra related. We might see one of the pregnancy cards come out in tarot. It's just a lot going on here, you guys. I even see Wicks in the tiles too. So let's just see. What are the main themes of this reading? Okay, stormy, knowledge, death, veiled, new moon, courage, gratitude. Someone could have even learned something. That death could just mean like the end of one thing, the beginning of a new thing. Someone could have learned something that, or they received some sort of knowledge where they're like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. So was it some sort of toxic habit that you were doing because this is a money reading that was blocking your money? But there's something that you're doing different now that you're going to show a lot of gratitude for. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress in the reverse. This one is a pregnancy card, so I don't know if pregnancy is going to be significant for this one. Someone could even be like stressing about their money because now they're bringing a person into the world, whether it's their first child or another child or whatever. King of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands reverse. Okay. Six of Cups upright. Three of Wands upright. And the Magician in the reverse. Okay, so a lot of like romantic stuff has been coming out for people in their readings too. And I gotta say, Six of Cups upright, Three of Wands upright, that's cute and all, but I don't like these other cards that are showing here, because Knight of Wands reverse, King of Cups reverse, this could be an emotionally unavailable player, and the Magician in the reverse could be someone that, again, is playing games with you or trying to play you. Now, it's not uncommon for stuff like that to represent past energy, and it could be that maybe this person is changed, because I do see the Stormy card as a Dark Night of the Soul card, and that can transform anyone. Maybe, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Let's say this King of Cups, Knight of Wands reverse. Maybe if we keep flipping cards, it'll say that this person changed. I don't know if this person is connected to your money, because you don't want to be codependent on anyone, especially someone who hasn't showed up for you the right way so far. But what's been coming out for a lot of people is that their money is connected to another person. Why? Because I believe that I'm in a soul tie relationship, no contact. And because of that, I pick up a lot on soul tie relationships. And you know, I just keep thinking over and over again about that scripture, what Mordecai told his cousin Esther, you were born for such a time as this. I keep telling myself that because I'm like, why do I keep on picking up on soul tie messages? And Why am I being called to do tarot? Why was I born and I'm doing it right here at this present time with all the stuff going on in the world? A lot of people believe in like kingdom spouses and soul tie relationships coming together to basically create the new earth or to uplift the vibration of humanity. And I think the world really needs that right now, especially America. So, I guess that's why so many power couple dynamics or so many money dynamics are related to relationship dynamics as well. So, why is King of Cups and Knight of Wands in the reverse here? Also, we got Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, and yeah, we have more Aries here with the Four of Wands in the reverse. So is this a person who you used to share a home with? 1111 is also twin flame energy with the Four of Wands. So this could be talking about twin flame separation. Why Four of Wands in the reverse? And again, what does this have to do with money for Libra? I'm definitely going to have to charm cast for this one because the charm casting, it has so many different images. And what that does for me sometimes is it brings all the synchronicities together because there's a lot of different energies that I'm picking up on here. So the Sun card came out crossing. Maybe I should leave it crossing, but I picked it up upright. The Sun card is more Leo energy, but it is children energy. So I don't know if this is talking about someone who you're co-parenting with. Why the Sun here? And why is it crossing? The Sun is the happiest card in tarot too, so it could be that, someone realizes that they're in an ultimatum where it's like they can live a certain life with you, but then there's also, other options too. But I think they're realizing that being with you would be the ultimate happiness, but they don't know what to decide yet because there's stakes on either side. Five of Swords in the reverse. This could be someone who wants to get your forgiveness. They want to apologize to you for being manipulative, because Five of Swords could represent being manipulative sometimes. A person that just has to win arguments or starts petty dramas in the relationship. Queen of Swords upright. This could be a person who you're expecting honest communication from. Yeah, I feel like some of you co-parent with this person. What is this Queen of Swords trying to say here? And because I feel like I was just about to say something about this could be legal or family related. We have 10 of Pentacles here. Because this is a Libra reading and this is a money reading, this is all coming out in your money reading because I feel like for some of you, the battle that you've been having is with child support. I mean, I do see OBGYN and Wicks in the tiles. But being that the Sun card is crossing, but it came out here, and we have the 10 of Pentacles upright, I think your outcome is going to be good overall. I feel like because Six of Cups could talk about children or childhood too, some of you might actually have 2 kids, but I feel like for those of you who have multiple kids, you might have one child that's older, and then this could represent like the new kid. But I feel like someone's worrying whether or not their child will grow up in a good neighborhood or grow up healthy or something, because there's something about the 2 parents involved not really being together. But why Six of Cups here? Someone definitely depends a lot on government assistance, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have 3 of Cups upright. Okay, this is good too. It could represent friendship. I like 3 of Cups when I feel it in family energy, because what I'm getting is, again, maybe a single mother or someone who's in separation from someone, and you might possibly have 2 kids, or someone might be pregnant right now. I feel like the 3 of Cups is saying, like, even if you have to be a single mother, like, this is for people who they love their kids and they don't make any excuses not to put their kids first. And I feel like the kids are going to appreciate that, and they're going to have a very happy upbringing. So kudos to you for that, because that's something that some people don't know how to give their kids. So no matter how people try to criticize you or judge you, you're doing a really good job with that. Or this might be future energy, so you're going to do good, you're going to do well. I don't really want to do anything else with that because I want to keep that positive. Why is 3 of Wands here? Also, because it's a money reading, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Let's say you are a single mother, or it's just you and your kids. I see you getting a windfall of money and sharing it equally with someone, with these people. or also having some sort of family business where the kids are involved and they get money from it too. But it's also a bonding activity with the Three of Cups here. And then Three of Wands upright is clarified by strength. There's a lot of Leo energy right now. Strength is pretty self-explanatory, but why strength? Why is that clarifying Three of Wands upright? Five of Cups in the reverse, no longer having remorse about something. Yeah, honestly, strength is kind of giving me that strong single mother archetype, but there are cons to that as well. Like, I feel like someone, whoever this is in the Three of Wands, they're seeing you all by yourself and they don't want you to struggle by yourself. So I feel like something about this is you also being well off, whether it's old love or new love. Manifest whatever you want. Something about you and your children being well off because there might be a provider that's going to come in. I'm not seeing the Emperor yet, but it could be like an Emperor energy. That's what you need to know about your money. And even if you don't see a card or it doesn't come out, if you just know energy, you know what's relevant in a reading. But okay, can I get some cards to, like, well, actually, let's clarify the Magician reverse, and then I'll see if I need anything else before I do charm casting. Five of Pentacles upright. This could be rejection. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I'm feeling about government assistance. With the Five of Pentacles here, I'm getting like eviction energy. I'm getting like someone possibly being a single mother having hard times, but I feel like those times are really going to change. It's like the energy of McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now, or even my grandma likes to watch the Jeffersons a lot, and sometimes I come in her room and I do stuff for her and I get little glimpses of the episodes, and it's just like a really cute show, especially the theme song, because like it's talking about how they didn't always have that apartment in the sky, or they're moving on up because things are different now. So I think you used to be in Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, but you're going to have something to rejoice about, and your kids are going to be, if you have like really young kids, I'm picturing a teenager with all the newest electronics, all the clothes that they want, the car that they want. I'm seeing like a little black boy, and he has a whole bunch of toys in his room, and he has on a onesie. I don't know if it's trucks on it, but I'm seeing like a lot of colors on there. I don't know if someone's son likes vehicles, but that could be another way that you could tell this is your reading. But I'm seeing a little black boy who has like all these toys around him on his floor, and it's like a brand new apartment, or it's like a really clean apartment. And he has like one of those, a whole bunch of like big block Legos, but one of those little vacuum things that look like gumdrops. That's what I just saw. What else about Five of Pentacles here? Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be legal energy. This could be someone treating you right, someone making something right. So there's an invisible force here, and of course it's Source or God giving you the Six of Pentacles. But I want to get a little bit more tarot, because I feel like there's a masculine energy that's behind this too. So, Spirit guides, can you please give me some insight as to, is there like a masculine energy that's going to help the collective? Because once Queen of Swords came out, I was feeling mostly feminine energy. And of course, not all feminines like masculines, but I feel like this is a feminine-masculine dynamic. So, what about this masculine energy who I feel like is possibly going to help the collective watching this? Three of Pentacles came out crossing. Three of Pentacles reverse isn't necessarily good. But what about this masculine that I'm picking up that could possibly be helping the collective? Okay, Seven of Pentacles upright. Is this saying that someone isn't going to need a masculine because they're going to invest, they're going to do whatever they can to save their own money, and like, or is this you at first thinking that you could do it all by your own? Like I said, with the Strength card, I was getting single mother, strong black woman, I don't need a man type energy. And maybe you didn't as far as like being able to do it. But I feel like the masculine energy could also be talking about like divine feminines that need to learn how to receive. But we do have the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. So the Hierophant can mean a lot of things. It could mean marriage. It could be education is going to help you to get more money. It doesn't always have to be a person, because we do have the Knowledge card here. Education, saving your money is going to lead you to this Ten of Pentacles abundance. Being married to someone who's stable, who could also possibly be older than you for some people. Tradition, religious conviction, spirituality. the Hierophant could also be legal endeavors, because the Hierophant, he's not necessarily the judge in the Justice card, but he's kind of like the referee, where these two people are going to him for advice or for some sort of verdict, and he's giving them like a balanced or an answer. So I feel like okay, I'm picking up on masculine energy. I don't know if it's a new love interest, an old love interest, but I think it really could just be like government assistance. I feel like someone already, like they rely a lot on government assistance, but I don't think that it's really been that successful for them. Like, they had blockages, but I think there's going to be a huge breakthrough. That's what I was getting with the new moon and the lightning bolt. But the lightning bolt to me can sometimes represent getting an idea too. So I feel like someone's going to start their own business with their kids. And if that synchronicity is true, which I do think it is accurate, can I please get some hints with the charms on what that business might be about? Forgive me, guys. With the charms, I'd like have to feel around like a crane to the spot where I'm feeling the energy, like, okay, there's something here that wants to come out. But so I have to mix them well in order to feel that. Because all the ones I'm feeling are right there at the bottom. Okay, we have You Are My Sunshine. So the sun card literally represents Leo. I feel like someone has a child that's a Leo, or they're going to give birth to a Leo. So this is just a money reading that's going to resonate whenever it comes into fruition for you, but this might be directly related to August. We have the Phoenix rising from the ashes, which is also kind of like 8th house Scorpio, dark night of the soul energy for me. We do have the wedding ring here. So I don't have a divorce charm. So for some of you, it could be that you have like an ex-husband that, I don't know, like they're missing your energy. Doesn't mean you have to go back to them. Or with the Hierophant here, it could be that some of you are meant to be married. And I do feel single mother. So this could resonate with someone who hasn't been married yet, but you're going to get commitment. I feel like you're going to be, for those of you who want to manifest it, you're going to be married to a rich and highly respected man, but also something about like legal authorities helping you. And then I lifted up the Hierophant and I saw a Page of Cups here. This might be someone who you meet when you're dating. We have the money sign here, so you are going to attract money. We have the notebook paper here, so this might be a synchronicity with someone going to school, but I also feel like someone's been going to the library, or you've been researching things. I'm hearing Spirit saying that you could be claircognizant and you don't know it. So whenever you get a download or an idea, write it down, because you might forget a lot, especially if you're very busy. We have Gemini, and it says intelligent on the back. We have Libra, and it says charming on the back. Some of you could be cross-watching for a Libra too. We do have the healthy soulmate charm here. So whoever you're dating, or whoever you're going to marry or remarry, or I don't know what specifically you're trying to manifest, regardless, you're going to be with a healthy connection. And for some of you, it might be on the soulmate level, not twin flame, but take it how it resonates. We have the diamond here, which could represent being the diamond in the rough, or it could represent value. 7 of Pentacles came out, so I feel like some of you are trying to invest or save money. And I know not everybody's into buying gold or Bitcoin or anything like that, but I just feel like the need to say that, because I feel like someone has a very interesting way of saving their resources. And I don't know how old you are, but I feel like you could even be like my age. I literally just turned 30 like 3 days ago. You could be like my age or a little bit younger, but you could be so smart to the point to where you're thinking about life insurance policies and stuff like that you can leave behind to your kids. So you're setting yourself up for success. Some of you are trying to be in jobs that have 401ks too as well. With the hammer here, you know, there's a hammer in the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you could be trying to renovate your house. You could be working on a project. We have the airplane here. This is my ascension charm, but sometimes obviously it does represent travel or long distance relationships. We have the wheel here, which could represent the wheel of fortune, but also you taking charge of your life. We have the initial R. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's facing the right way. I can never tell because it's mirrored on the other side. So we have initial R, we have the initial Z, and the initial D here. We have be still. So that's a synchronicity with me picking up on divine feminines who have had to be the mom and the dad, who have had to be feminine and masculine. Well, you're going to get some masculine help. That's what you're manifesting. But you have to learn how to like attract it and also be still. We have the triquetra, which represents life, death, rebirth. I don't know why that energy is coming out so much for you. Maybe some of you have strong Scorpio, or maybe you should see what's in your Pluto. I did want to use astro alignment, but this is supposed to be the 30-minute, so I don't have time. We have the hare, which is a reminder that, you know, the quickest doesn't always win the race. So you could be doing something competitive. I'm actually hearing that someone has like a phone representative job that people call, I forgot what that's called, but they have like a phone job or like an office job or something that's like highly competitive. It could be administrative assistant. I'm also hearing like it could be at a warehouse. It doesn't have to be Amazon, but I'm thinking about Amazon because they are very big on stats. So something like that where people are trying to outdo each other. We have the umbrella, which represents having everything in your arsenal to weather the storm for hard times. Some of you could even be doing like buying things like candles for blackouts, or like doomsday prepping, like if there was a hurricane or something, like, you know how people have those goodie bags with the socks and the Vienna sausages and the bottled water and all that stuff, just in case, like disaster planning. You could be doing that too. And it's not out of paranoia, but I feel like you're definitely storing things up for your kids. We have the feather, which is a reminder to laugh and to also not take life so seriously. So I do feel like you are celebrating too, whether it's going out drinking with your friends or celebrating with your kids. That might resonate with you. And we also have the Om symbol, which represents grounding, yoga, and also everything being connected. So trusting the universe and not worrying about anything. Hopefully you got something out of this reading. I have other Libra videos, other money videos that you could cross-watch, different playlists. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.